Okay, so today I'm going to be working on a 2004 Yz85. This is my new bike. First of all, thank you to all my new subscribers. It means a lot. Awesome. Anyway, so I'm going to be showing you the fix for a coolant leak, which is caused by a little bad seal inside of here. Okay, so if you have this problem, I noticed there weren't very many videos of this on the smaller bikes, but if you've got this problem, this is what it will be. There will be your coolant coming out of the radiator over there is going to be coming out of this little hole right here, this little tiny hole right there. It'll have a little bit of coolant leaking out of it whenever you start your bike and get it warmed up. Okay, so this is the fix for that problem. Okay, so to start off with this fix, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to drain out all of your radiator fluid and all of your oil, your gear oil out of your bike. So on this YZ, you can just drain the radiator fluid by, I believe, taking this bolt here. When you take this one out, radiator fluid comes out, everything is coming off. And then the drain for the oil is this bolt right here. So you're going to take that one, drain the oil out, take that one, drain the radiator fluid out, okay? So after that, you're ready to start taking things apart to get to this little seal that's causing you all this trouble. So, what you're going to do is you're going to remove this. I've already taken all the bolts loose, so that's why I can pull it off real quick. So, you're going to take your rear brake off and set that aside. Okay, next thing you want to take off is your kickstarter. Take off your kickstarter, set that thingy aside. Alright, so you've already got this bolt out, as well as this bolt, for draining out the oil and the radiator fluid. Okay, so those two are the long ones. So there's this one is for the coolant, and this one is for the oil. Okay, the bigger one is the oil. So set those aside. Okay, next thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and take this little water pump cover off. And those two bolts are the same, so you can keep those two together. So, what you got here? And inside of there, you're going to have this gasket. This is one part that you're going to have to order to replace. I've got the old one here and the new one here. So I've got that. So, that is your impeller. That is what pumps the fluid through your engine. Okay, so next, after taking that loose, you're going to take this whole side cover off of your bike. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th one right here is longer than the rest. So you're going to want to take note of that. So you've got your 4. I'll just show you 2 of them. 4, and then your longer one that goes in this hole here. Okay, so set all of those aside. Okay, and now that you've got all that taken off, you're ready to pull the whole side cover off. It'll be sealed because of the old gasket, and you might have to tap it with a soft rubber mallet or something like that. Okay, so there is your whole side cover off. So right here you can see, so you've got, this is the side of the case. That's the little gear that turns the impeller. You can set that down. This is a piece that's loose and it's going to kind of fall off when you take that. This is your kickstarter thing, whatever you call it, mechanism. It's your kickstarter. So you're going to have to take note of how that was in there. So this little piece here sticks into this hole here. Okay? Sticks into that hole, if you can see it. So yeah, there's a small hole there. You can fit that down in there, and then this little piece here goes down in this little V shape right here. So you put the little V shape in, and then you can kind of bend that little piece into there. Okay? It's just a little spring, so it shouldn't be too hard to get it in there. Okay? So you can take that and set that piece aside. Okay, so then the gasket that is around here is going to be this one here. It's going to be on there like that. So that's trash. You're going to have to order a new one of those. I got mine right here. Sweet. Okay, so now that you've got your side off, you are ready to take this part apart. I've gotten it loose, so you're going to need a lot of leverage to get this off. And the two tools you're going to need is a 10mm wrench for this side and a 12mm socket for this side. So, you're going to go ahead and take those apart. That's your impeller. Set that with the rest of your stuff. And then you can go ahead and pull out this shaft. So when you pull this out, you're going to check right there for any major wear. Mine's got a little bit, but it's okay for now, I believe. And then, so there's your bearing. That is staying in there. So this is the seal that is what's causing you that leak. This one right here. And I just took it out with a small screwdriver. I already took out the old one. It is right here. This is the old one. I already replaced it with the new one, so I'm not going to take it out. So yeah, when you take it out, I took the old one out with a small screwdriver, well, or big one, whichever. Took it out with a screwdriver. You just kind of pry it out, and then putting the new one in, you kind of just get it and push it down till it's almost flush. It'll stick out a little bit, but it should be almost flush with the middle. Okay, so once you've got that in there, you are ready to start reassembling. That should have been your issue. Sometimes, if this issue is really bad, you will have to replace the inner seal too. There's two seals. There's this one on the outside, and then there's one right behind it. There's another seal, and then on the other side of that second seal, there is the bearing right here. So right behind this, there is another seal. Just like that one, I believe. They may be a little different. I'm not sure. I didn't check. But if you want to, you can replace both of them. I don't believe I need to replace both of them because there was no oil leaking out. It was all radiator fluid. Okay, so when you're putting on your Kickstarter thing, when you're putting it back on, I forgot to mention one thing. You've got your little thingy right here. That thing is part of the Kickstarter, that little loop. So that goes in that V. This piece, this spring, goes in this hole. And then there's a piece back here, this metal piece. This little piece of metal that sticks up goes in that little C shape, that C-shaped groove in there. Okay? Right here. It goes in there. If it's here, it won't work. And I just figured that out by trial and error. So yeah, be sure that you've got those three things correct. Okay, so now that you've got your new seal in, you are ready to start reassembling everything. All you got to do is put it back the way you got it. As simple as that, okay? When you are putting your new gaskets on, make sure that you clean these surfaces. Make sure that all of the sealing surfaces are clean so that it gets the best seal, and it'll make the gaskets last longer for you. And I believe that's it. Yeah, if you do everything the way that this is shown, you should be just fine. So yeah, have fun riding once you get this fix going. Don't forget to put your radiator fluid back in and your oil back in. But yeah, thanks for watching.